Hello， 大家好，欢迎来到我们的英语访谈。今天做客我们节目的嘉宾是来自比利时的参战，他的中文名叫丁爱瑜。Hi, Emmanuelle, welcome to our talk show.
Okay, hello, Ellen. Nice to meet you again.
Yes, same here. Yeah, how are you today?
I'm fine. I'm a bit emotional because it's the interview, and in a few hours I will take my fly back to Belgium before going to my next post in Chile.
Wow, you'll be surely missed by us. But first, could you tell the audience a little bit more about you?
Yes, hello. I'm Emmanuelle. I'm from the French-speaking part of Belgium. I work at the Belgian embassy for more than 7 years now, and my posting is almost coming at its end. Yes.
Wow, 7 years already.
Yes, 7 years, 7 fantastic years. Tough years, easy years, difficult years, but very amazing years here in China.
So what's your impression of China?
Oh, wow, this is a very wide and large question. How should I answer to this? My impression about China, it's that I really like the country.
Thank you.
I discovered when I arrived here in 2011 for the first time as being posted here as trade commissioner, and then as I had also culture to my portfolio, I discovered a very interesting country with different aspects. I was of course in charge of trade, and little by culture, and through culture I discovered fantastic people, interesting project. Also, it was interesting to get to know a little bit more about your country. So I traveled a lot. Yesterday, my last day today, I went to see bye-bye to the Great Wall. I love the Great Wall. You have a fantastic heritage. And I also like people and the food. This is really amazing. When you are in Europe, and in Belgium in my case, you have a very bad idea of about the Chinese food. That's nothing to do with what you can find here. It's very wide. It's a range of different dishes from Yunnan to the north to the south. So yes, it has been an amazing journey here, 7 years in China.
Great, thank you for the compliment. Yes, indeed, as for food, with very diversified cuisines in China.
Indeed.
I'm sure you must have experienced so many interesting things in China. Can you tell us maybe what's the most interesting experience you've ever had?
There again, it's a very personal question, and difficult to choose after, as I said, after 7 years. Yeah. So maybe I will focus on three specific ones. The first one will be official meetings and the state visit. In 2015, our king, because Belgium is a monarchy,
3 years ago.
3 years ago, came to visit, official visits. So were invited by the presidency and his wife to visit the country, and they came to China with more than 200 people, CEO, and big also delegation. Big delegation, and also dean from university, and it was really amazing to put the Belgian flag and to see the Belgian flag on Tiananmen. This was really tough because it was a lot of preparation, discussion, a lot of work, but it has been really amazing. Second one is more personal, but also related to my work. It's that 1 year ago, I attended the Piñao Film Festival, the first edition. And then I met one of my favorite, I will say, in the world. I have Spanish also, Belgium, French, but one of my favorite director, Jia Zhangke. Yes, sorry for my accent. Sorry for Jia Zhangke.
I can understand. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of his movies because he is dealing with a very social approach and thematics. And I had the chance to discuss with him, to exchange, and also to have a very friendly dinner. It was really unexpected. To me, it was like one of the best experiences in my life ever. And the third one will be, when another official visit came. That was the Prime Minister, and then I was formally and officially nominated by my agency and my ministry to be not only the organizer of the signing ceremony, but to sign a very important agreement between a very important Belgian project from our side, Walloon region, and the China-Belgium Technology Center, owned by United Investment from Wuhan. So to me it was really interesting to be on the other side of the scene.
Ah, very good. Well, all those things are quite meaningful and also shows how good the relationship is between us two countries.
Of course, you asked me to choose, so I pick up 2-3, but I have plenty French-speaking months where we have a lot of partners, but these 3 are the most important to me, because yesterday when I knew that we had this meeting and this interview today I went through also, I'm closing down my 7 years, so I went through my files and to my picture and say, which one should I choose? And I've chosen 2-3.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you for sharing those with us. And also I think we need to let the audience know, because of Emmanuelle, there were many distinguished guests from Belgium who have been on our show. Those guests include Isabelle Waring, Thomas Ganzi, a music band called Reem, Olivia Spiegler, and Catherine Devu. Right, they're all because of her.
And because you have interest, and I think your audience and your public is really amazed by what's happening in Belgium in culture. But I think you had also the opportunity to discuss and to make an interview of our CEO, also in charge of culture, when she came on official visit last March during the French-speaking country, and also to discuss a little bit with the fintech. So we are in Belgium not only good for the culture, but also for economy, trade and investment.
Wow, so this shows that really there's a lot of excellent things in Belgium, right? Can you maybe tell us about the secrets behind all the excellence? There's one more thing. Belgian football team, right? Recently just won a bronze medal at the World Cup, right? Very indeed. Impressive.
So
what's the secret behind all the excellences?
Excellencies. I would say Belgium is a very small country, so we have the tradition to be very humble, very discreet, but on the other hand, very proud. The World Cup is a good example. Okay, we were all beyond our Red Devils, because that's their name. One of the players plays here in China, two of them, but one during the World Cup. Axel Witsel is playing in Tianjin. He's very good player. And so Belgium has this specificity of being at the heart of Europe. So we are a multicultural and very diversified country. Look at myself. I was born in the Dutch-speaking part of Belgium. My mother is French-speaking part. She was blonde with blue eyes, and my father comes from the former colony in Africa, the Congo. So I'm kind of a good mix of what Belgium can be. So we are very, very open to different culture. We are very diversified because we are really at the crossboard of German culture, Dutch culture, UK is not that far away, and France. So it makes us very open. We are a very open economy too, and as we do have the European institution, it makes us very specific. You can be in the center of Brussels and hear various different languages.
So I guess you all must be bilingual, multilingual.
Multilingual, and I'm also.
How many languages do you speak?
Myself, a few. I'm just a bit ashamed that my Chinese is not better, but yes, I speak English, I speak Dutch, French is my mother tongue, as you can hear, and I also do speak Spanish. That's the reason why my next posting will be Santiago de Chile.
That's the next post. Right?
Next posting. I hope we can keep on the contact, and I can explain a little bit what's happening there, and
that's a sequel.
how is my life there.
That'll be a sequel. Definitely. Wow.
Yes.
You've been here for 7 years, and you mentioned about the Belgian culture being diversified, multicultural. What are some major differences have you found out between Belgian culture and Chinese culture?
In our case, we are trying to find connection and bridges. between the two cultures, because we are trying to promote people-to-people dialogue and cultural exchanges. So we find a very huge interest from the Chinese side to collaborate, to cooperate with Belgian artists, not only during the French-speaking months, but we see that for the young kids, more and more editors are willing to come here in China, and there is here in China a huge demand. So that's why for us a trade fair for kids, it's very important in Shanghai, where we will have next November also exhibition and writers coming.
Wow.
So that's some of the bridge we are trying to connect. We host also in Brussels the first China festival. Regarding the movie related to Belgium.
Jazanko will be there again?
I wish, but I'm not sure. It's in Pinhao. But Jajanke, some director, some member of the Jajanke team were studied in Brussels, because in Brussels we have very famous academy. They collaborate here with the Beijing Film Academy. Also, they have exchanges, and when I told Jajanke I was coming, I was Belgium from Brussels, say, yes, I know your academy. Most of my team, a member of my team are coming from, graduated from there.
Wow.
Amazing.
Indeed, quite impressive, and it's a very good collaborative programs going on between two countries, right?
Yes, because Belgium is also famous because we have French singers such as Jacques Brel. We are also famous painters such as Magritte, who is the father of Surrealism movement. So we are also trying to promote our comics cartoon. We are very famous, and we are celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Smurf. So Nanjing yes, they are Belgium, and nobody knows that. Now, Belgium is famous, of course, for the beer, the chocolate, but also for the cartoons. We have also Tintin. So that's the
Tintin as well. Wow.
That's the kind of project we are promoting here also in China.
Yeah. Well, Belgium has talents. Lots of them.
We used to say Belgium got talent, yes, indeed, but China too. So it's good to find bridges between the two cultures.
Yes. And after hearing what you just described, what really has the longing to go to your country to experience different things, different cultures, and also to meet wonderful people there. As for people like me who has never been to Belgium before, can you give us some advice? For example, advice to some people who want to have a wonderful tour in your country, what advice you could give to them?
I would say first come and visit. You are more than welcome. Tell me when you come and we will organize for you a very specific agenda, very diversified. So Belgium, I would say, is a small country, but as little gems. As you know, sometimes we are famous for diamonds, and I say that it's a very broad diamonds you have to polish. And then you will discover different faces of the diamonds. You see, we are good for our culinary, we have good chef, we have good restaurant, the food is good, we have chocolate, we have also famous beers, also we have good museum, we have good exhibition, we have a main attraction for tourists, and more I see Chinese tourists. Brussels, one of the main important square in Brussels, the main square, we call it the Grand Place, is very famous for its heritage, and heritage, yes, because you have a lot of old houses, and this has been renovated the old way, and it's really amazing. And there you see more and more Chinese tourists, and of course, as I've been posted here for more than almost 7 years, I'm always touched or integrated by when I see Chinese tourists in my country, and I see more and more Chinese visiting Brussels. Some shops are very specific staff, Chinese staff, to just receive the Chinese tourism.
To speak
and
Chinese to Chinese
speak
tourists.
Chinese, and also some activities in the south part of Belgium, where I belong to, very specific activities such as trails where people can have adventure, nature, landscape. We are very famous for our castle. We have a lot of castle in Belgium. So if you want to have one night in a specific castle with very important, high-end, classy from not the monarchy, but people coming from high, important background, you can also experience this in Belgium.
Stay in the castle for the night.
Yes.
Okay.
With the Duke or the Duchess, as we say. Yeah.
Nice. Well, very good. Very good. Very inviting. We can't wait to experience all those wonderful things there, and also there are some audience who are students. Any advice you can give them if they want to study in your country?
Belgium, as I say, is very, very diversified. It's a small country. We have multilingual. We have more and more students exchanges. So Belgian students come here in China, and also Chinese students coming to Belgium. What I would say is, as always, take your advice, come at the embassy, check what's possible. We can also give you more information. I was amazed because Belgium is very famous for some important university in economy, in law, in biotechnology, a wide range of different sectors. But lately, we have more and more students applying for music because we have a very important music festival known all over the world, which is the festival Queen Elizabeth. And we have also a very important contest each year around March, beginning of spring. And we have more and more students Chinese students willing to come in our conservatories of music. So that's a new trend since 2 or 3 years. Then in Belgium you have to study hard. You can have direct access as university are smaller to the teacher. It's really easy to access, but get well prepared, study well your English. If you study in the French speaking part, have some knowledge of some French words, little by little, study the language. That will be my advice. And on top of that, you will find time to study, time to travel, time to take part to some event. For instance, we just closed on the summer edition of Tomorrowland. Have you heard about Tomorrowland? Tomorrowland is one of the biggest festival in electronic in the world. And each year is in Belgium. And we had like 400,000 people attending, including a lot of Chinese audience. Now we have more and more Chinese willing to come, and we have during 4 days a full program agenda with DJ from all over the world. So Belgium is a really good way to study and to enjoy life, and also to travel around Europe, because as we are at the heart of Europe, within 1 hour you are in France, 2 hours you are in the UK. So it's really easy to travel.
Wow, so many wonderful things are there awaiting us to experience.
Welcome. We can't wait for you. We can't wait for you to visit us. We have a very at the embassy devoted team, and we have also tourism agency trying to help, and we are working in close cooperation with TO. But we see also that more and more Chinese individuals, are willing to travel in a very autonomous way. So without TO, and in Belgium it's really easy to travel and to do so.
Wow, so there are different accesses, right? You can get to experience those excellences of Belgium. Before we finish up here, any other words you may want to say to the audience?
Yes. I was amazed to see how the digital has become part of my daily life within the last 3 years here in China. I was amazed to see how Didi, it's easy to use. WeChat Pay, Alipay, the share buys, the e-commerce, and that's something I will miss. And I also discovered your program through the digital, the internet. So I found it really amazing to see how within 4 years everything has become so digital. This is amazing. China, it's the part I really like of the economy, digital economy, get to know more people through website, through WeChat. So yes, I really like it and I will miss it. So had almost 7 fantastic years here. I'm a bit sad to leave, but I know I will come back.
Yeah. Please know you're always welcome to come back anytime in China.
Okay.
Yeah, China has the open door for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to the audience, Belgium is welcoming. We wait for you, and do not hesitate. And we will do our best to help you and to make Belgium a fantastic experience for you. Small country, but a lot of gems, as I said.
Yes, indeed. Let's go discover and experience those gems.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing those with us.
Thank
We
you,
sincerely
Allen.
wish you all the best.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're
You
welcome.
too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.